What is going on, everybody? Should I even say YouTube or TikTok? I mean, it really doesn't matter anymore. Both are censored to high hell. We are back. NAR episode number 40. This is early morning Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022. Paul Pelosi attacker wanted to hold Speaker Pelosi hostage and break her kneecaps if she lied. This episode is coming to you from Breitbart News. Don't even know where you guys stand on this. I've taken a short, brief break from the news. A lot of stuff was going on. Too much stuff was going on. And went through censorship issues with Twitter and TikTok. And I believe TikTok, we're still shadow banned. Yeah. Another story for another time, guys. David DePap or DePepe or DePap or whatever the hell you call this idiot. The man suspected into breaking into House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's home and attacking her husband, Paul Pelosi, told law enforcement that he planned to hold the House Speaker hostage and break her kneecaps if she lied to him. Federal authorities are charging the Paparoni with assaulting an immediate family member of a federal official and attempted kidnapping of a federal official. The federal charges against Pepperoni come amid reports that he was in the country illegally after immigrating from Canada and overstaying his visa. So there they are. The trio right there. Look at them. Them beautiful folks. All fine people, guys. Love Nancy Pelosi. Love David DePape Pepperoni. And I definitely love old criminal Paul Pelosi, DUI, involved with a bunch of prostitutes. And allegedly, guys. We're on YouTube. We're on TikTok. So you know what. So now they're trying to spin this. I mean, this story, you guys, will never, ever probably get the right, what the hell really happened here. So now they're trying to spin it as like he's saying that he planned on holding her hostage and break her kneecaps if she lied to him. I mean, this sounds so stupid. Absolutely stupid. I can't believe people would even believe this garbage story. They're charging him with the attempted kidnapping of a federal official. Get the hell out of here. I'm sure he knew that Nancy wasn't there, and I'm sure Nancy wasn't the target because he was there for another reason, allegedly, right? He was there for another reason, and that reason had nothing to do with Nancy. It had everything to do with old Pauly Paul. So, FBI Special Agent Stephanie Miner provided the most detailed account of the attack on Pelosi in her affidavit in support of a criminal complaint and an arrest warrant. The Paparoni told San Francisco Police Department officers that he planned to hold Nancy Pelosi hostage and would let her go if she told him the truth, but if she lied, he intended to break her kneecaps. De Pepperoni, that's his new name, guys. We're calling him De Pepperoni because it's just easier. And De Pepe, De Pepperoni. He viewed Speaker Pelosi as the leader of the pack of Democrat Party liars and explained that breaking her kneecaps, she would have to be wheeled into Congress, which would show other members of Congress there were consequences to actions, FBI agent Miner wrote. De Pepperoni also told officers he planned to use Speaker Pelosi to lure other individuals to him. Ooh. He's going to lure other, probably, invite Biden over or something. What? Who are you going to lure over, you creep? De Pepperoni allegedly admitted to using a hammer to break into... See, now they're saying he admitted to using a hammer to break into the Pelosi residence, even though the glass looked like it was broken from the inside, like somebody trying to get out of the residence. But we'll go back to this. Allegedly admitted. See, did he admit to it? He allegedly admitted to it, guys. Who knows if... Did he really? This is so like, God, why can't people just tell the truth nowadays? It's so ridiculous. So now he's allegedly admitting to using the hammer to break into the Pelosi residence and told investigators he woke Pelosi up and said he was looking for Nancy. So he just like walked over to Paul and just like tapped him on the shoulder and was like, "Hey, where's Nancy?" That's where the "Where's Nancy" thing came in. These people are like so dramatic. It's all like a Hollywood like movie. Since they suck so bad at making movies, maybe they're like, making up movies in their heads about all this like political shit. And said he was looking for Nancy, who was not in the home at the time. After Pelosi, this is Paul, told the Pepperoni his wife was not home, he asked if they or how they could resolve the situation. The Pepperoni told investigators that he wanted to tie Pelosi up so he could get rest, as he was tired from having had to carry a backpack to the Pelosi residence. Oh, yeah. SFPD officers found zip ties in Pelosi's bedroom and discovered tape, rope, one hammer, 2 pairs of gloves, and a journal in the Pepperoni's backpack. Well, everything but the journal sounds like a normal weekend at the Pelosi's, especially when it appears like Nancy's away, Paul will play, right? When Nancy's away, Paul will play. That should be, trending somewhere. At one point, Pelosi escaped to the bathroom to make a 911 call. It is unknown how, but the Pepperoni became aware of Pelosi's phone call to the police, yet still decided to stay at the residence. The Pepperoni explained that he did not leave after Pelosi's call to 911 because, much like the American founding fathers with the British, he was fighting against tyranny without the option of surrender, Miner wrote. Pelosi and the Pepperoni then went downstairs toward the front door. Sounds so awesome, guys. We're going to have to do this like video in like 2 parts almost. Jesus, it's taking forever. I probably won't read this all, guys. This means like you guys know a lot of what's going on anyways. According to Miner's affidavit, Pelosi ran to the door and opened it when law enforcement arrived. So now they're saying that Pelosi was the one, and they keep calling him Pelosi. Why don't they just say Paul? So Paul was originally, or now is the one that is supposedly the one that opened the door. The police arrived and knocked on the door, and Pelosi ran over and opened it. Pelosi grabbed onto De Pepperoni's hammer, which was in De Pepperoni's hammer's hand, Miner wrote. At this point in the interview, De Pepperoni repeated that De Pepperoni did not plan to surrender and he would go through Pelosi. Officers reported observing Pelosi and De Pepperoni struggling to control a hammer. Oh, yeah. Struggling with an 82-year-old. What a wuss. With De Pepperoni using one hand to control the hammer and the other hand to hold on Pelosi's forearm. Officers ordered the two to drop the hammer, but then De Pepperoni pulled the hammer from Pelosi's hand and hit him over the head with the hammer, which led Pelosi to fall to the ground and apparently lose consciousness. This is so awesome, guys. It's so crazy. Like, this is amazing. This is like one of the best movies ever, but like they never made it. De Pepperoni stated that he pulled the hammer away from Pelosi and swung the hammer towards Pelosi. Miner wrote, De Pepperoni explained that Pelosi's actions resulted in Pelosi taking the punishment instead. Law enforcement also searched a garage that De Pepperoni reportedly lived in and seized, among other things, 2 hammers, a sword, a pair of rubber gloves, and cloth gloves. Like I said, probably normal stuff that would end up finding its way into Pelosi's house on the weekend. In addition to federal charges, De Pepperoni also faces several state charges, including attempted homicide, first-degree burglary, assault with a deadly weapon, and elder abuse, among other things. All right, there it is, guys. That is the update. That's all we know. That's the latest. This story just keeps changing and changing. Anyways, guys, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, like, follow, do all that kind of stuff. It helps the channel. It helps get us back in the algorithm. Thank you so much. Have a good night.